Can you see me? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
I see your screen.
All
I
right.
see your screen.
All right. Good. Good.
I
Good.
can see the screen.
All right. All right. Thank you. So I'm also trying to monitor it on my iPhone so that I'm sure that there is no loss of connection. Okay. So based on what you can see, so there is a company called Anthropic Cloud. Some of you might know Cloud AI, and Anthropic is responsible for cloud. And you dropped this statement. Um, he dropped this statement, some months back, and with just $20 per month, you can do what a $150,000 per year budget will do with coders. And but another striking thing I wanted to bring is that McKinsey, as we know it, a lot of us know McKinsey, the Big Four. Um, they have about 60,000 employees, and 25,000 out of those employees are AI agents, and that's a lot. And that's to tell us that AI agents are already taking work as we know it. But as we continue, this is also going to mean that people will need to reskill, and which is the reason why we are here. Whether you are a business owner or maybe you want to learn this skill to as a career, is you are in the right place. So what I'm just going to demo for us today is so Revo AI is one of the AI we have in my company. I'm just going to show us a part of it, how a part of it was built. Imagine you have a digital employee where you have a salesperson that can handle inbound calls, qualify leads for maybe a real estate company, checks inventory, also gives report to the CEO, does follow up, everything a sales assistant or a salesperson or sales specialist will do for their company. This AI can do it. Honestly, this AI can do it. For example, let me just show us. If you can see my screen, this is what I just showed us is what is here, but this is not what I'm demoing for you. What I'm just going to demo for us here now. Please, if you are on mute, please you can mute so that the feedback can so that it doesn't distract me. Thank you. So, but what I'm just going to show us is maybe a segment of what this AI does, which is to qualify leads. And what it's just going to do is, imagine you have a sales employee that every time somebody calls the company has a benchmark of the kind of clients they want. If that client does not have up to 30 employees, or maybe if their budget is not up to $10,000, it's a waste of time for you as a company, right? So you want to automate that process where you don't want an human person to be doing all of those menial or monotonous tasks or boring tasks, that right? And even with AI, you're able to do it more effectively. So I'm just going to do that demo. It's just a small segment of what this Revo AI can do, and it's just the lead qualifier. And the tool we are going to be using, which everybody can have access to, is N8N. So if you go to Google now, just search for N8N, N8N, N8N. This is N8N here. So if you go to your Google, just search for N8N, you see N8N.io. That's the tool we are going to use, and you're going to build a lead qualifying AI agent that you can chat with your customer. The customer of your company can chat with, or they can send information, and it will reply them. It will also qualify this customer. Probably they are the kind of people you want or not. And this is a very key part of sales, where as you are getting customers, you want to ensure that you're not wasting your time on the wrong kind of customers, right? This is beating. So you are going to use anything is the primary tool you are going to use, but of course we use other tools like she mentioned ChatGPT. I can decide to use ChatGPT or maybe Gemini. So this is what we are going to build. Very simple. We may not build everything because of time. Let me see, I have this 743 already, so we will just do a very simple version of this. And let me try and reshare my entire screen, because I didn't share all my screen. So let me because I wanted to see the entire screen I have. Let me come back here. But are we still following? Let me be sure.
We are still on, please.
All right, good. So now you can see, I'm sure you should be able to see my Telegram by the side. Are you able to see it? Because yes, good. I wanted you to see my Telegram chat by the side. And what I have here is the chatbot, the AI agent that I can communicate with. All of these you see here, all of them are AI agents that I have built, we built in the team. But what I'm going to show you, you'll be able to build. So imagine you have an employee that one of the tasks they do is to qualify your leads. You have spent a lot of money in marketing, and a lot of clients are coming in, but you don't want to filter. You want to know, okay, are we going to, these are the kind of people we want to target. $10,000 and above clients, their budget. We don't want people that waste our time. Business people understand this kind of thing I'm saying. and I believe I'm talking to business owners. So I'm just going to show you this simple tool. And to start with this tool, all you need to do is just go to anything.io, sign in. You are going to get a free trial. It's free, so you'll be able to use it. So just go to anything, sign in with your Google, your Gmail, and you already have access to it. So once you sign in, if I should click sign in, it will take me to my account. But if you sign in, it will ask you to authenticate your Gmail, do all of those authentication process, and it will bring you to this place. So once it brings you here, you are going to see something like this. Yours will be empty, of course. Once it brings you to, you will see this create workflow, personal credential execution, and all. So because I've built a lot of stuff here, quite a lot of stuff, it's not empty, but yours might be empty because this is the first time some of you might be using it. So what you just need to do is to come to what create workflow. So just create workflow and it brings you to this canvas, right? And you can start following once you watch this video, when you come back to it. But let me go back to the one I want to use to demo for us. So it's a lead qualifying agent. It does a micro task. As I said earlier, let me go back to my this thing now. It is just one of the micro tasks that our sales agents can do to qualify leads. Another part of it can do inbound, another part can check inventory, another part can call employees, another part can follow up on customers, another part it can even handle voice, video, images, can understand when a customer send a 5-bedroom duplex in Lekki. It can interpret it and answer them that, okay, we have something like this in Lekki or in Aja, but I'm not going to do all of that. So it's just a lead qualifying micro task I want to show us.
Have here is to a lead qualifying workflow. Very simple, no LLM, no intelligence in between, just to give you familiarity with anything. And it's very simple, no coding. Now, let's assume you have a website and you want to be able to qualify leads. Anybody that comes to your website, maybe they fill a form and they don't meet your criteria. Maybe your criteria is you want people that have a budget of above 10 million. They should it will log into your CRM or your Google Sheet that you use for CRM. If the budget is not up to 10 million, it will send them a nice email. This is just very simple. This is what this is going to do. But now the part 2 of which I'll do in another video is just, let's say for example, you are using the same workflow to qualify, but this time you are not only receiving information from your website. So when I mean website is, let's imagine this form is on your website, maybe embedded on your website, and you don't want, once they fill, you want to be able to qualify if some of these people are people you want to talk with. So this simple workflow does that. But what if in a real business scenario, there's this form on your website, but people can also chat your business through your business line on WhatsApp, which most people do. This one will handle that. So this one handles multiple sources, conversations, leads from multiple sources. Maybe they go to your website or through WhatsApp or Telegram. So we won't be doing this one in this video. This is what we'll be doing, very basic. So how do you do it? What you do is for testing purposes, we will just use an anything form to simulate this, which I already did. So if you are going to just do yours, let me just do this from scratch again. So what I'm just going to do is I will bring in a form submission node. So go to there and click anything. I'll just say form. So I'll say form or new event. So it has brought the form. Where is it? Where is our form? Yes, this is it. So you drag it here. I'm going to also come here and click this set. So I'll bring edit field. You see, the next thing I want to bring in is, so I won't be needing this merge. I won't be needing this one, these 3 nodes in this segment, because we are not doing the Telegram version yet. So because we're not doing Telegram version, we won't need it. So the next thing I'm just going to bring is to check. It should qualify them. So it's just very simple. Check qualification criteria. So very simple. I'm just going to bring an if node. You see, so I brought an if node, and what the if node does is, if their budget is above 10 million naira, it will bring them to your Google Sheets or your CRM platform and put their name there so that your human agent can reach out, or even the AI agent can follow up later. If their budget is not up to 10 million, it is going to send them a nice email. So what do we do? So if their budget is above is 10 million and above, we see true. If budget is 10 million and above and it's true, you should, I'm just going to bring a Google Sheet and I'll click append row in sheet. If their budget is not up to 10 million, that's false. So that means I'm just going to send them a nice email. Send a message, yes. So we have our simple workflow here. Simple. This is what we are going to work with. Part 2 of the video is when we are bringing information from another source like WhatsApp or Telegram. That's why we need this one, and the rest of this. But to make this very simple, let's just stay here. So how do I do this? If I should execute this, you see that it's going to bring a black form because we've not added any field. So what I'm just going to do is what information do we want to collect? We want to collect full name, email, mobile number, company position, and budget. So I'm just going to create that here. So let me stop the execution. So I'll come here and say I'll name the form inquiry form. This is from the one I created before, so please provide this and that. Yes. So let me just cancel this name, email, mobile number, company. So I'll add a form element, full name. It should be in text. If you want to collect file, email, and all of that, you can use that. So I'll just say full name, leave it at text input, maybe example Femi Jones. So if I should execute this step, you see that just by adding that, you see full name Femi Jones. Once I start typing Zach, you see the Femi Jones disappear. So the Femi Jones is just a placeholder. So full name. So our form is not full yet, so we need to come here and stop listening. Then we had another form element, email. I don't want to add a placeholder there again. Company name, position in company, budget. Their budget. What else do we want to collect? Their phone number. Yes, phone number. I can say WhatsApp preferred. So once I execute it, you see that we are able to receive those information. Femi Jones. I didn't have placeholder in this one, that's why it's blank. So the moment you see it's listening, it's waiting for me to send information. So the moment I just say Zach A Kings, full name and email, fake email at example.com. Put your own email. Gredman, CEO. My budget is 7,000. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the moment I submit, you see that it has received that information. Just look at it here. All of that information is here. So now this one, how do we get it here? We are going to need it in this place. So we just to edit field. This is going to be very important because maybe when you are receiving a lot of information, you want to be able to just you don't want all of the information here to go to this if node. What are the basic things we need? We only need the person's name, drag the person's email because we may need to send them an email, the person's company name, the person's position in the company, and the person's phone number, and of course their budget. So let me drag this down, their budget, which is important. Their budget is 7,000. So now if I should execute this, either execute step here or play this place, it's going to take that information to the if node. So now our if node is, we'll say if number is greater than or equal to 10,000, right? That's $10,000. So he's saying what we are saying is I'm going to drag this budget, you see. So we are saying if budget, see, I dragged it from here to here. Yes. So if budget is greater than or equal to 10,000, remember there is true. If it is greater than 10,000, you should add their information to the company CRM. If it is lower than 10,000, you should send them a nice email, sorry, and all of that. Since it is false and the number is not up to 10,000, that's done to false, which is going to go to the Google Sheets, which is here. I'm sorry, to the Gmail, which is here. But if it was true, if the amount is up to 10,000 and above, it will log the information in the Google Sheet. So we see some of you might have an error here, and if you're having an error, it's because your budget is seen as a text. That means you see your 9,000 as a text instead of a number. So you may need to come back here, click this edit field, and rather just set yours to, instead of string, yours will be in string, set it to number. So once you set it to number, that one will format it properly, then execute this step again, then go to the next node, then execute step, and as you can see, it has run. It is under false. So for us, it to be able to send our email, we need to sign in, create credential. So create your own credential. Remember, this email is you need to specify who it is going to send to before we even do an email. We need to come here and send is a send operation message. Leave this one's intact. Where is it sending it to? The person's email. You drag this one here. So remember, this is a fake email. When you're trying your own, ensure that you put your when you're trying yours, ensure that you put the proper email when you're filling the form so that it can send to a real email. So I have to use a fake email here. I'm just going to say thank you for your interest, which is going to be the header of the email, and I'll leave this one as HTML. So the text, I'm going to put this one here. So this one is bringing us an error. What I'm just going to do is delete this, and I'm going to bring full name here. So it's working. So drag it, and yours, you can just copy this, and maybe I might put this, just try and copy this exactly, not this one. This is the rendered one. This is what you should just copy and paste in your own message box. And before you go, you need to create credential. So you see it is still saying, giving us an error mark. So because we've not created a credential, there's something called credential in anything. So just create your own credential with your own email. Maybe use another email that you want to use, not the one you want to send email to. Use another of your email. So I'll just create credential here, and I'll use one of my emails. So you see the option to select all the options. Just select it and click continue, and it has created our credential. So our credential is created. You also want to where is it going to create? So for example, you need to go to your Google Sheets, or maybe on your laptop, just type sheet.google.com and go to Google Sheets. So this Google Sheet, you see, this is my own Google Sheet from my own account. Now, whatever email you used to sign in when we were using this one, not this person's email now. Remember, this is the user. This is the user's email. So the email you used to sign in is maybe the sender's email. So use that same sender's email to create the credential for the Google Sheets, right? So just click on sign in. So as you click on sign in, you also need to come here and create a new sheet. So follow carefully as I'm going to do it. So go to the sender's email, right? Remember, go to the sender's email. Now go to the Google Sheet. You create a new email. Let's say Lead Qualifier. That's the name. So I'm going to say full name, because this is where the agent will store its email, company, position, what else, budget, phone number. So this were the information we collected at the form. So it's going to store it here. So I'm just going to This is the name of the email. So I'm going to create this credential by signing in again. I used my same email that I used for the sender email in the Gmail section. So that has been set, and so once it has been set, you just select from list. You see it's going to see lead qualifier, which is what we created. Yes, I've seen it, and the name of the sheet 1. Look at it here. So now it has seen it. So it has, you see, it has auto populated all the information. So this way is going to be adding those information. So what I'm just going to do is, because the person's amount is not up to 9,000, 10,000, instead of adding the information to the Google Sheet, it's going to send them a nice sorry email. So I'm just going to look at it. So this is a fake email. Just ensure that you are using a real email so that you can get the email in the inbox. So now let's see. The moment I hit send, it's going to send it to this fake email, but I'm never going to see it, right? So this is just for example purposes. So you can see from here that it has sent it to our Gmail, to my Gmail here, right? And whatever email you send, you see that it has sent. Thank you for your interest in us. We have a typical work with larger organizations. We don't stay in touch with you and all of that and all of that. And if you want a different message, you can always come back here and edit it so that it send a different kind of message. Yeah, so that's basically how to qualify. And let's say, for example, what this person filled was 9,000, maybe 10,000, or rather, if I reduce the benchmark to maybe 7,000, and I say, okay, we want anybody that has $7,000 and above, and the budget is 9,000. Budget of this client is 9,000. Instead of sending them an email, if I execute this again, it's going to take it to true. You see, so it's going to add their information to so yes, so there's an error, so it's asking us values to send. So this is very good. So it's going to add the information, but it needs words to send. So we are just going to drag this full name, email, drag them here, company name, the person's position, drag them, the person's budget, and the person's phone number. So this is what is going to send to the Google Sheet, add to the Google Sheet. So you see now that it has added the person's information here just by that. So this is a very simple way for you to add imagine thousands and thousands of leads coming in. It's just going to qualify it with ease. So this is just a very simple way to use anything to qualify leads. Yes, thank you.